Okay, welcome back, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a couple of layers, 2 more layers going across here with some resin, and just to make it a little more stiff now. That way it's not so bendy, and you know, and then we can start forming it and making it more flat, and we'll go from there. So you've seen me, you know, fiberglass 100 million times. Mix up your resin, you know, put in your brush and just dab it in. Of course, I'm with this big of a panel. Woo, it's kept slippery. With this big of a panel, I'm gonna just put a whole bunch of resin down, and then just move it all in and get it in all the cracks and everything. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'll come back and show you, you know, the after. I'm thinking two layers right now. I might go 3. So I got my 2 layers already cut. Let's see, I don't have a, I'll have to go buy some more of the mat, or not the mat, this is the woven type, so this will give more of a structure, you know, and then of course my woven one that bends and folds, you know, kind of meshes with that. So well, then once I get it nice and sturdy and strong, then I can build out these coming out this way a little bit and make this, you know, stronger and thicker through here, you know, through this section, and then put one more all the way across, you know, do the whole thing. Like I said, I just want the underside to be sturdier, and then we'll work along these edges here. I don't want to get too crazy, because I will be sanding and molding once it gets, you know, once I get a little bit more up on there. And like I said, I'm just trying to get this, like I said, a little more sturdy on the bottom. That way, because if these can still move just a little bit, but they're close. And so now, oh, one tip though. So now that we've molded everything to the car itself, so you don't want to do the inside, okay? You want to do the outside and build it up from the inside, build it out from the outside, and then you can go back on the inside and maybe do 1 layer, or maybe just some resin or something just to kind of smooth it out a little bit. But you don't want to get too crazy on the inside. You know, on the bottom half, that's fine, but where it molds to the car, you don't want to add any more resin to the inside. Like I said, you can take and do stuff to smooth it out, but and which I will do later on, but that'll be like way later, because I want to, like I said, get this all nice and sturdy, nice and tough, and then I can really start molding and making my trim and stuff like that. And I want to make it like a little lip around this, and I'll show you how to do that later on. I have to go find some, probably like a little nylon rope, just tiny, and what you're going to do is you're going to get that nylon rope and just put on there with resin, and then you're going to put a little bit of the, you know, the carbon, or not carbon fiber, the fiberglass over that, and it'll give you that little lip. So but that'll be later on, like I said. So we're just going to do this today. All right, so there's two more layers, so that puts 4 layers down of fiberglass. I can already tell it's getting a lot more sturdier. You know, I might we'll let this harden up, and then we might come back and just see exactly how stiff it is. I might put 2 more layers on, but let's let this harden up and do its thing. And that way, once it gets hardened up on the bottom, then I can come back and sand it down a little bit, make it a little bit smoother, and then maybe put 2 more layers on. So like I said, we're just looking for a little more stiffness, and then we'll work on the outer edges. So now we're going to just keep building it up. All right, so since we're waiting on this, and I'm actually feeling pretty decent out here. I mean, it's still hot as hell, but those brackets that I made underneath there, I'm going to go ahead and fiberglass those up. Like I said, I got plenty of energy right now, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not feeling dehydrated or anything like that. So we're going to get underneath there and lay up some fiberglass down there. So I'm just going to cut up a bunch of sheets. And like I said, you see me do fiberglass hundreds of times. So I'm just going to get underneath there and get it done. All right, so I guess to try to show you, fiberglass it up in there and bring it round and down. And that'll be enough just to hold these plates in. So anyway, that's one side. I'm gonna do the middle here and then do the other side. Okay, so I got all the bottom, you know, those brackets glassed in. You only have to put like a layer and a half, you know, and that'll hold that, because I mean it's going to be holding to the fiberglass itself, and with this pinched up against it, it's going nowhere. All right, we're gonna let this dry overnight, and we'll see you tomorrow.